Hi, Ron.
Welcome to The Actor's Choice, where the actors and actresses have a chance to talk about themselves and their careers. Join us now for the next hour as we explore the marvelous industry of acting by actors and actresses from today's exciting show business world. And now, direct from Hollywood, here's your host, Ron Brewington.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ron Brewington, and welcome to The Actor's Choice. Once again, before we start today's episode, yesterday was not a good day. Phones are jumping off the hooks about the passing of American actress, singer, and dancer, Nichelle Nichols. The lady is best known for her portrayal of Lieutenant Uhura on the hit show Star Trek. On Star Trek, she was one of the first Black women featured in a major television series. A prominent supporting role as a bridge officer was unprecedented. Nichols was once tempted to leave the series, and a conversation she had with Martin Luther King Jr. changed her mind. Can you go to the next video, please? She transitioned at her home in Silver Spring, New Mexico. She was 89. We would like to take a moment to remember who she was and what she did for a lot of people around the world. As such, we would like to dedicate today's episode in memory of Nichelle Nichols. May she rest in peace. Thank you. Roll it, Tony.
Hi, my name is Bernadette Armstrong, and I'm the creator of Open Door Playhouse. I came about the idea after my play Custody was canceled for a September open in North Hollywood. Me, like so many other playwrights, our theaters have been closed, they're shuttering down, and actors don't have work, and playwrights have nowhere to show their wares. So I thought about doing a podcast just for my own, because everywhere I looked on the internet, they wanted agency to be able to put their works up. And I don't have agency, I worked independently.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest today is the founder of Open Door Playhouse, which opened September 2020 with her play, Custody, which won a Committer Award for content presentation. Now, the Playhouse was created not only to give her a venue, but also to open the door to other actors, writers, directors, a working space during the COVID-19 pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome actress, producer, writer, Bernadette Armstrong. Greetings, Bernadette, and welcome to the
Oh, thank you. I have to make one change. I don't act. I'm a director and producer. I don't act.
You could fool me.
Well, some people would say. I'm sorry.
That's they had this. This is in various forms that I went through.
I have to go find where that's at.
Well, let's welcome the producer writer, Bernadette Armstrong.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you.
I just don't act.
Okay.
But I do know I know when I see good acting and I hear good acting. I do know that.
That's for sure. Please tell us where you were born at.
Where I was born?
Yes.
Red Cloud, Nebraska. It's a small town where nobody really hears about it.
Oh, really? Tony, can you put that one up there and show that picture of Nebraska? This is where your hometown is. Okay. What made you open the door for the Playhouse? Okay, there it is.
That's that's their Playhouse there.
Yeah, what's that? And can you go to the next photo? There you go. And this is the lady herself.
Willa Cather's from there. That's what makes
exactly.
That's Willa Cather. She's what makes it famous, is that she grew up there. Mm-hmm. And her house is now at B&B. And prior to that, she gave her house to the town of Red Cloud as a hospital. So it was a 2-story colonial style, old style house, and it was a hospital. In fact, it was where I was born. And now it's a B&B in Red Cloud.
Have you ever met her?
No, I'm not that old.
Right. I thought I'd ask.
And I was only there for 2 years before we moved to California.
Okay.
So yeah.
Did you ever learn anything from what she had done?
Well, she was persistent with her writing, and she was very good, and she told the truth. I like that. She was very persistent with her writing, and her work really depicted some of the the ways of life that most people aren't aware of. So farm life, for one,
Okay.
which is tough.
Yeah. What inspired you to start the Playhouse, Open Door?
I think what I said in that opening video that I haven't seen since I opened it in 2020. I'm an independent writer director, have been for years, and I don't have agency. I never got an agent. So my play Custody was supposed to go up on the Red in North Hollywood at the Rose Theater, and because of the pandemic, he had to close it. Rickshaw had to close his theater, and so I didn't have anywhere to go, and I had 5 weeks set up. So I was previously to Custody, I'd written a play about Joan Crawford, and I got introduced to her radio plays that she did in the 40s and the 50s, and so that's what I did. I went and I found that I could do it. I found a studio that I could go and record Custody in, but then I didn't have a place to put it because I've tried to get on other podcasts that had theater, but because I don't have agency, I wasn't allowed. They wouldn't accept it without an agent representation. And so that made me just go ahead and say, well, I'll start my own. And then when I got into it, I realized that there's a lot of writers out there that if they don't have agency, their plays don't get up, and they depend on submitting to festivals or to contests to get their work up on the stages. And so because I can understand that and I can relate to that, I went ahead and created Open Door Playhouse. And our first play went up on September 15th, 2020. And we've been going strong ever since, really. And then through collaborations, I broadened the scope of the Playhouse to include, well, I'm working on my second play with a group from the Springtime Players in the UK in Oxford. They've been putting up old, anything that doesn't have a royalty attached. They put up, like all the British plays, Springtime puts up. And they contacted me last year, and we did the Canterville Ghost. Okay. And we did it with 5 actors here and 3 actors in the UK. Now they're working with me to do one in December, and it's going to be a fundraiser for Ukraine and through the Red Cross. And my actors will be the ghosts, Marley, past and present. And so I've broadened there, and then I've also broadened the stages with PEN America Prison Writing Program. They have a yearly contest where men and women living in state and federal housing inside compete for prizes on the PEN America Prison Writing Program. And so I've been working with them since 2020, and I've wonderful plays come out of there as well. So we have them from all ages. My actors are diverse. I mean, I seriously opened my door to just about anybody that has a good play that they need to be put up and or can act. And I've got wonderful, wonderful actors in Los Angeles and across the United States. The talent that I get to witness and hear on my podcast is amazing. And some of them have been in the industry for a long time.
September 15th, 2020, you started podcast.
Yes.
Tell us about that. Why did you do that?
Like I said, because I didn't have a place for my play. It was all selfish. Totally.
I had a chance to talk to a lady who knows you. Her name is Elaine Mello.
Oh, yeah. She's in one of my next ones coming up.
Right. She had a couple of things to say about you. Roll it, Tony.
Oh, no.
It's an honor. I think she is such a creative. She is someone who is a writer, a director, a producer, and just has a vision of the arts. I'm just grateful that she was able to undertake this and allow so many different actors, such as myself and writers across the country and other actors to participate in a year that has been really super crazy.
Excellent. They were talking about you, lady. They were talking about you.
I know. She's wonderful. She's a wonderful actor. She's really good. She's my next big venture with us is in October. We're having an all-women director, writer, and actor month. I mean, so all the plays are written by women, all the All of them are directed by women, and all of them are acted by women. All of them, and some of them too are actually from the PEN America Prison Writing Program as well. So I'm really excited about it. It's going to just be a month of women only,
Okay.
and I've never done that, so that'll be cool.
We saw your custody was not theater number one. That was your first one. There you go.
Yes.
You did 4 new 10-minute plays.
Yes, I do them all the time. We have 67 plays up there.
Yes, look at all those plays. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah,
Look at
there's 67 so far. Yeah.
Wow, that looks great. That is super. That's a lot of work right there. Let me see. Can you go to the next one? This was the Centerfield Ghost.
Centerfield, yeah.
Yes.
That's the one that we did with the UK.
Right.
They promoted it as Across the Pond, and that's the one where what I love about the radio and the podcast, what I really truly love it, is the diversity. I mean, I can do anything. I don't have to. There's no casting, no character description that I have to stick to because nobody can see my actors. And in Canterville Ghost, there was twins, and I had a 66-year-old guy playing a 12-year-old. It was wonderful. So so that's just the beauty of it. It's like there's no barriers to who I can cast.
Got you. The next one that we show is when you guys did a podcast, We Fill Theaters.
Yeah.
Who's that lady over there in the left there?
That's Ann Cooper. She's wonderful. Yeah. She's been working with me since 2012 and other projects. And Brandon and
okay. The next one is The Calling. That was another play you did.
Oh, yes.
Was that your last one?
No, that was in the middle of it. That's
then.
number 57. My last one was Rainbow Girls that we just put up part 1 last week and part 2 this week. And that's with Matthew Mendoza, and he's part of the prison writing program. And it's a 2-parter, and it's a cute play. It's really good. Really, really nice. So, and it's in 2 parts.
Here's a nice photo that you'd like to see. You guys sitting around discussing the situation.
Yes, that was our rehearsal for Simple Lives. We had a good time.
There. I see the food there. I see the food there, and I see that there's place there. There's a reason for that. They put placement in there, product placement they call it.
Yeah.
And what's next for you? What's in the future?
What's next is my like I said, I've got a women's festival coming up. That is the first time I've ever done that. And so all the plays, and I think I've got 7 plays that are going to be up. And then after that is the the Christmas Carol, with the UK group again. And it's a fundraiser for Ukraine. And so that's a good thing. And we'll see how it goes after that. It's like, this year at the beginning of the year, my nonprofit I approved. So I've been a nonprofit since 21. And that's kind of nice. Raising funds is a good way to do it because we are a theater group, and so we're a nonprofit. And there's donation markers all over my website, and I continue to work with the talent. I think is what keeps me going. They're really good, and one of the nicest things about the podcast in 20 and 21 is the theaters were all closed all over the country. I mean, all over. And I gave writers and directors and actors a place to go. And we were able to record in great studios our sound is awesome. We take the quality of our sound effects is incredible. And I gave people a place to go with their talent. And we had fun. I mean, it's fun. It's really fun.
Lady, I like your attitude.
Oh, thank you.
I like your attitude.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you. How can persons join your project?
I'm sorry?
How can people join your project?
I'm out there, and I've had a lot of word of mouth. I've received so many new plays, and just because of word of mouth.
WOM, yes.
Yeah, and actors who say, hey, or talk to her, she's really good, or they want to become a part of it, and I'll bring their plays, and they once they do it, it's kind of addicting. Because it's really quick. It's quick and fast. You go in, you rehearsal 3 times, you go in, you record, and we're good to go. Yes. It's like we edit immediately after we record, we edit with the sound effects, and then I have a full play or a half play or 10-minute play. It doesn't matter. I have it put up on the podcast. So it's a quick and easy way to entertain other people and to hire and give actors or writers a place to go.
Got you. Bernadette, we'd like to say thank you for came in such a short time we had with you today that we have a lot to digest. Heard a lot. Thank you.
OpenDoorPlayhouse.org. There you
Right.
are. We're nonprofit.
Right. You got a telephone number for the Playhouse?
No, I don't give out my phone number because it's me.
Okay.
But the website is there, and you can email me at any time.
Excellent.
So you be well, and thank you so much. It was a pleasure talking to you and meeting you. It was
Please
wonderful.
come back again. I'll thank you.
All right.
Thank you. Bless you, lady. Bless you.
You take care.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Bernadette Armstrong. This is the Actor's Choice. I'm your host, Ron Brewington. One of the things that, dropped the wrong thing. We would like to let you know that we're asking our Actors Choice squad to help us get former baseball player Curt Flood into the Baseball Hall of Fame. Now, Curt, who passed away January 20th, 1997, was the husband of one of our wonderful guests, renowned actress Judy Pace. Now, all you got to do is give us a call at 213-349-3941. That's 213-349-3941, so we can get all the information we can get you for this petition drive. We sincerely thank each and every one of you for being a part of this magnificent award for a great baseball player. Roll it, Tony.
We'll keep playing. We're here to play.
Ladies and gentlemen, how'd you like that guy was banging on the piano? That's great. Our next guest today is a longtime actor and award winner. He's also a proud member of the LA Theater Company's Rogue Machine, Antaeus, Evidence Room, and Pacific Resident Theater. Also a founding member of New York's Elevator Repair Service Theater. Wow, a lot of stuff there. He's here today, ladies and gentlemen, to talk about his new play, which recently opened, and I'm told, correct me if I'm wrong here, is it full? Are you filled?
Yeah, we are.
Yes.
I mean, there's room for you, listener. Yes. We're not that full. Don't be shy about booking yourself a ticket. But yeah, we're doing great.
Doing great. Wow.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leo Marks.
What a great intro.
Yeah,
thank you, Ron.
so much. Welcome to the Actor's Choice. Thank you.
I get delighted to be here. What a great intro. Thank you.
As I read your bio, I said to myself, this guy is quite an actor. But before we get started, please tell our audience where you were born.
I was born in LA, Hollywood Presbyterian. I drive by it every day on my way to the theater right now because I live in Glendale now. Yeah, so I'm born and bred, Southern California, lived on the East Coast for a good bit, but I've been back for also a good bit.
Okay. Here's my favorite question. I love this one. I sit up all night long trying to figure out how to say this one. What got you into acting?
God, I mean, kind of, it's always doing it. I mean, really, like I'm the kid who like did school plays and just never stopped. I just, never had a better idea. I just kept going. I got to, you know what I think might have done it was in 5th grade. I think I got to play Milo in Tollbooth. And I don't know if you know the Phantom Tollbooth, but that for me, that was this book in my youth. I had read it 5 times. I mean, it was this novel that was like mind-blowingly great. And the idea that I could go into the novel, that I could be Milo, was just the best thing. And I think I've just never stopped feeling that way.
I noticed that because once you got into acting, what kind of roles are you looking for?
Meaty roles where you get to tell a whole story and kind of be the conductor and the lead violin at the same time in a way. I mean, that's what it feels like when you're doing a great role on a stage. So yeah, I mean, I've gotten to play Hamlet and I've gotten to play Huck Finn. And Andy Kaufman at one point in my old theater company, and this role I'm playing right now, this guy Michael Fisher is amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to repeat to this gentleman what I said to the lady before, because I mean it from the heart. You got a damn good attitude, friend. Damn. I like that attitude. Year was 1996. According to IMDb, you got your first TV actor role in the hit TV series All My Children. There you was.
yeah. I'm just over to the right of that.
Yeah, to the right. Okay.
Yeah, that shot. That was funny, Ron. I was brought in to play this sort of nerdy lab technician.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was going to be 1 or 2 episodes. I was doing a paternity test for one of the main characters, and they ended up expanding it. I ended up hitting. It's very creepy. I mean, it's a very like Me Too, like not cool thing. But I ended up being the guy who was trying to pressure this poor character who I was doing her paternity test to get with me. And, I had a whole scene where I sweep the stuff off the desk, like, let's go.
Okay.
And it ended up being like, I don't know, 20 or 30 episodes, as not just nerdy, but creepy and predatory.
Okay. Real quickly, the last one you did, IMDb, was The Poet. But stage work has been the soul that you have in you.
Yeah.
What you have a love. What does it mean to you? Tell us about that.
It's you go deep. It's a communion with an audience.
Gotcha.
The 2 years of not doing it, 2.5 during the pandemic, it was amazing to sort of witness myself testing my own claims about what stage work is.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that we were still doing stuff. We were doing readings and sometimes even productions on Zoom in this medium. And this medium has its advantages. You and I are taking full advantage of those advantages right now. But trying to do theater on Zoom, it was like suddenly you're just not sharing the air with people. There's the thing that it was like, okay, I wasn't kidding myself all that time. It really
Mm-hmm.
does matter to be in a room with people, to feel the vibrations, to look somebody else directly in the eye. Whatever that is, it's slightly semi-mystical, and I'm not a particularly mystical person, but I am, I suppose, when it comes to theater, there is something ineffable that is, it just, you can't replace it. You can't replace it through a lens, I don't believe.
The list of stage work that you did is very exceptionally long. How many plays have you done?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I literally have no idea how many plays I've done. I could not tell you. That's a good question. I should have some running total. I don't. A bunch.
One of the projects that you started was in New York City called ERS.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah, elevator repair service. They're going strong. I mean, they're apparently I was not the key ingredient, because even without me, it was very annoying. They are they're doing great. They're doing a production of The Seagull right now. Their own very specific approach to Chekhov's The Seagull. And yeah, but I was part of the original crew. I actually, in college, I did stuff with some of them.
Gotcha.
Members at John Collins who founded it, and some people who are still part of it. Yeah, we created our own stuff kind of from scratch. We would have source material, but it was devised theater. There was not a script to start with, and we made it up and started to kind of catch fire and started to get to tour Europe and go to all these crazy places, and it was really special. And they still are. They're an amazing company. If any of your listeners are in New York,
Gotcha.
you should really check them out.
Okay. 2021, you started a play called This Wonderful Life.
You got Ron. You're hired. You're hired. You can pick it up from here. Yeah. Yeah. That is a one man or one person, but definitely one man in my case. It's a Wonderful Life.
Gotcha.
So I played every character, everybody in Bedford Falls, plus an assortment of angels. and it was amazing. It was amazing.
Leo, you have a lot of spirit. Right now, I understand you're championing performing art workers in a historic effort to pass SB 1116.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that for a second?
Thank you so much for bringing it up and giving it the opportunity to be heard. This would tap into the California budget surplus to make an investment in the kinds of local ecosystems that spring up around small theaters. And not just theaters, but performing arts organizations of all kinds. So dance companies, opera houses, but they have to be under a certain annual budget. And the idea is that these are places that incubate talent, that create opportunities for diverse talent, and not just talent. I mean, in other words, not just actors, but designers, directors, carpenters, local businesses, restaurants nearby your theater, people who sell supplies that the theater might use, whoever it is. It's a whole ecosystem, and they're in a certain amount of trouble coming out of the pandemic, and for various reasons, they could use some help. And if California wants to make a smart investment in inclusive, that is economically beneficial to a lot of folks, this is a way to go. So this would create a grant program basically for folks to tap into.
Okay. If I forget,
yeah,
that's the new play he's in, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Please explain. There you go.
Explain. If I Forget is a stunning piece of work. It is a stunning play. I mean, I'm talking before we ever got our hands on it. I think we've done a great job with it. But I mean, just the play on paper is amazing. This guy, Stephen Levinson, who wrote the book for Dear Evan Hansen, great musical, Tick, Tick, Boom, number of other pieces that your fans may be aware of. Anyway, this is, at one level, it's very simple. It's a story about a Jewish American family that's struggling with family stuff. I play a Jewish studies professor. So this guy who is sort of always the smartest guy in the room, but who has written a book that is, he doesn't quite understand how controversial this book is destined to be. And his life kind of starts to fall apart. His family starts to split because of some of the decisions he's made. It's about a lot of things. It's about memory, and it's about what does it mean to keep the memory of your own heritage alive? What does it mean to try to move forward and create change? How do you be independent from your family without separating from your family? And then I think it's really, Ron, about what does it mean to be a rational humanist? What does it mean? What are the limits of rationality? Somebody, and I'm pretty much that guy in a lot of ways. I'm a rationalist. But I think I find my spirituality in the theater. If you don't find it somewhere, I think this play has a dire warning about what happens if you can't find something more than cold hard reason in your life.
Now, the critics are talking about you. They're saying the weight of this play rests mainly on the shoulders of Leo Marks. That'd be you, as Michael. Who Michael?
Yeah. Who Michael? Michael's this Jewish studies professor. Michael's
right.
Yeah. Michael is this sort of pain in the butt, somewhat tortured, but deeply passionate and committed to telling the truth as he sees it, and finding the truth, and being totally uncompromising. And as we know, being completely uncompromising about telling the truth can have some adverse effects.
Okay. You guys are over there at the Fountain Theater.
Yeah.
A very historic theater here in Los Angeles for folks who don't know that. The Fountain Theater has been around for a long time.
They have decades,
Yes.
and they've weathered the pandemic and come out strong. And Stephen Sachs, Simon Levy run the joint, do it beautifully. True champions of art and of great plays. and of building community.
Okay. We got a couple of slides. Can we take a look at the next one that we had there,
Right on.
Tony? There you go.
That's the great Sammy Klein.
Yeah.
On stage with me, playing my younger sister. She's wonderful in this. The whole cast.
Okay. This one?
Yeah, Valerie Perrin, who your listeners may know she plays my older sister. She is a true veteran. Doesn't begin to cover it. I mean, her musical theater career has been stunning. People should look her up. Her credits are unbelievable.
Next one. There we go.
There's the great Matt Gottlieb playing my father, who in the play was an American soldier who was part of the troop that liberated Dachau, and he talks about what he saw there.
Next one. Here we go.
That's just more my mug. You guys have seen enough of that by now. Yeah.
There's the last one. Yes.
We go there. There's laughs and there's pain. I can't say it enough. It's really one of the better plays I've ever been a part of.
How can I get tickets?
Hit me up, but fountaintheater.com. Fountain Theater with the fancy theater spelling, THEATRE, fountaintheater.com, or just Google Fountain Theater if I forget. And you can buy them online, or call the box office, save a few bucks.
How long is the run?
Run through mid-September, through September 10th. Okay. Fridays through Mondays. So
okay.
Funky schedule. So yeah, and Monday nights are pay what you want nights. So if somebody's a little tight on budget, don't let that keep you. It's not a super expensive show to start with, but and the theater, they can use what you got if you can afford it. Pony up, please. But if you can't, don't let that keep you away. Come anyway. We'll make it happen for you.
COVID-19 protocol?
Yeah, masks are required. And we are all tested 3 times a week. There's standard air purifiers in the building, and we're all vaxxed and boosted. So, it's all precautions are very, very vigilantly honored.
Leo, thank you for being here today. Folks, you've seen what Leo Marks and the rest of the cast is doing. Looks kind of good, doesn't it? Okay. Leo, best wishes and continued success, sir. And please thank publicist Lucy Pollock. As usual, she's the best.
She is the best. Ron, you're the best. Thank you for what you do. This is such a service and such
my
a
pleasure to be your pleasure, sir.
All right.
Indeed.
Bye now. Thank you.
Bye now. Ladies and gentlemen, Leo Marks. This is the Actor's Choice. I'm Ron Brewington. Roll it, Tony.
Hello, can you hear me?
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is when it comes to stage management, our next guest today has been in that field for a number of years and is well known for what he's done over the years in theatrical plays, musical plays, films, and many, many other platforms. To say you know him is an understatement, because to what he has given to this industry, you can't say enough about him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sir Anthony Kinniebrew. Mr. Kinniebrew, how are you doing? Thank you. Glad to be here today.
I'm extremely blessed. I'm glad to be here.
Welcome to the Actors. I just want to say, this fella, ladies and gentlemen, this fella's real busy. I mean, you're going to hear this in a few moments. I've been waiting for this day to come for a long time to bring this man to our show. But first of all, so Anthony, please tell us, where were you born?
I was actually born in Tyler, Texas.
Tyler, Texas.
About 100 miles outside of Dallas. That's about all I know.
Okay. So, what made you get into the craft of stage management?
Basically, years ago, I wanted to be an actor. And my dad advised me against it. I think it had a lot to do with the racism that persists in this industry. But I wanted to just try it. So I had a flair for it. I basically tried a little bit, but I didn't want to get roles like on Good Times. I wanted to do L.A. Law with Blair Underwood. I wanted to do some prestigious work, you know, like Diane Carroll, Sidney Poitier, of that caliber.
Okay. Please, for the benefit of our audience, technically describe what is a stage manager. What do you do?
Oh my God, what I don't do, I actually execute your show. My job is to actually execute the director's, producer's vision for the show. We go through rehearsals, and basically I do blocking. I set up the prop table. I set up the dressing room areas. I sound cues, mic cues, light cues, director's cues, notes. And I orchestrate everything. I kind of run the show. So we go through tech, which is intense, and we get through that. And basically, I try to make sure the director is completely happy. When we go through tech, basically, he needs to give the show over to me. He'll have notes, and we'll go through. And the show is, at that point, supposed to be in my hand. It's like delivering a baby. Give it over to me. Let me hook it up.
What is the most memorable stagement job you ever did? Most memorable.
Wow. I've done a lot.
Before you go any further, can you tell people how many have you done, sir, so far?
Oh my God, I lost count. It's all kind of combined, over 1,500 different projects.
Did you hear that, folks? 1,500.
Yes, thank you, sir. That's a blessing from God. Trust and believe. It's not as easy to continually work and sustain yourself in this industry. So you have to have some type of belief or faith. But yes, I've done plays, award shows, fashion shows, concerts, live shows, podcasts, talk shows. I'm not limited. Festivals. I've done 4 weddings. I haven't done a funeral yet, but I'm not looking forward to that.
Shut my mouth. What do you find most interesting about your job?
The creative aspect. I love working with creative, talented writers, producers, and especially the actors. I kind of have a soft spot. I love Black talent, but I love all talent. And I just love, it's like a marriage. I enhance them, they enhance me. And if they could sing like Luther Vandross or some of these people, Tony Grant, they blow you away. If you're immaculately talented, you need some competent tech people to accompany you and make it happen. It's a teamwork effort. It really is.
If someone wants to get in touch with you, how could they do that?
Oh, basically, they can actually call me directly. My number, I don't know, can I give it?
Of course.
But my number, please, you can always reach me at 323-500-9955. I know it's a James Bond number, but that's what God gave me. And my email address, which is very important, is superstagemanagerkinniebrew@gmail.com. I'll spell it. SUPERSTGMGR, Kinniebrew, KINNIEBREW@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook as Anthony Kinniebrew and also on IG as the same.
Wow. Busy guy. How do you overcome challenges?
God, Jehovah, I pray. I try to find some type of, what do I do? What am I supposed to learn from this? But how am I supposed to deal with it? And a lot of times we try to deal in the flesh because things happen to us, we don't know why. Right. But I think you have to get to a point where you have to release and let go. A lot of things have happened that you don't know about, you have no control over, so you have to control what you can and let Jesus handle the rest.
Amen, my brother. Amen. I have a little thing above my head right now. It says, Jesus, Jesus, something happens when I call you. Jesus, Jesus.
Amen. Definitely. I think sometimes we think, oh my God, he's letting them get away with it, or they're doing that, or things have no control over, such as racism or favoritism or nepotism. Well, those isms are a challenge, but I have to trust in God, knowing, and lately he has been blessing me. I'm so blessed now. I mean, I could just write a little book on all the things he's given me in the last few years, even in spite of COVID.
Okay. Many live shows around the world are produced with the knowledge that they will have a very long run, right? Some of them as much as a year long. How do you maintain job security?
Maintain job security basically by doing a very good job at my present job,
Yes.
and a lot of word of mouth. Because
WOM, yes.
yes, word of mouth in this industry, people hire other people that are good. If they know you can do a good job on your project, they would like you on the team. I send out resumes, which can be a little frustrating. A lot of times people won't return your calls or respond to your resumes or texts. So I'm trying to talk to God and pray for them to respond.
Yes. I have to throw this in there. It's a union when you're in stage management. Tell us about that, please.
You talking about as far as the union, the Directors Guild that I'm a member of?
Yes.
I was blessed to get in that years ago. I got on an award show. They didn't really need me, but they brought me on because I was a strong PA, a production assistant. And they said, we got to find something for you. They loved my energy. So what happened, they liked me. They got me on. I had to do so many weeks, sir. So I got into the Directors Guild of America. I worked on an award show, and I had to work through that. And finally, I just started getting jobs. And you're out here on your own, and like your word is your bond. And so basically, you go from project to project, and you try to do the best you can because your reputation is everything.
Yes, sir.
It really is.
Yes. Sir Anthony, please tell us about the relationship between you as a stage manager and actors.
Oh, that's a good one. Well, the relationship is really strong. I really love talented people, and my job is to enhance them. And I give them cue notes and stuff, but I try to cheer them on. And they have to trust me, and I have to be able to trust them, and they have to take direction. A lot of times people are not used to taking directions. Oh, I'll listen to the director, I'll listen to the producer, but I'm really their mouthpiece. I'm their mouthpiece. So when I'm talking to you, you're really getting it from the director. So when you disrespect me, you're disrespecting the director, the producer, the production company.
All
And
about
go ahead.
It's all about ego. You know, ego?
Oh, yeah, ego. Yes, yes. And I try not to call it that.
Yes.
But it is what it is.
And if
you're a diva or a diva, it can't be ego.
I like that one where it said, do you know who I'm talking to? Who I am. I love that one. Has me on the run. You get involved in a lot of stuff. Here's a picture of one of the things that you did. It was a play called Angry, Insecure Men. Remember that one?
I do.
Gotcha.
I've done so many, they all start to. But
yes.
I do. No, and I hate to say that.
That's true. It's true.
So many that and I'm proud of them. And I would love to do a lot of them again. But it's just growth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We got. Hello. Are you standing still? I did it for a moment there. We lost you for a second there. Can you hear me?
Oh, I'm still here.
Okay, you stood still, and I thought we had froze. Sometimes these computers do that. We've got a couple photos. Can you run the next one, Tony? Now, there you are. Tell us who that is, and where are you at?
You know what? I don't see it on my end.
Okay, what it is, a picture of you standing in front of Tyler Perry Studios Way in Atlanta, GA.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, unfortunately, I don't see it.
Yeah.
I took that because I've always wanted to work at Tyler Perry on some production or studio. Hadn't had the privilege yet. But my friend, I was there working on a play, and I was there for a couple of weeks. So she took me, because she used to work for his studio. She took me by and just a little tour. So I said, hey, I took my pictures. Pictures! Only sent you one or two.
What you say, brother? Hey!
Well, I felt good. I mean, this is a man of color that has made major accomplishment. I mean, I feel he's almost like, it could be a little bit more, but I feel he's kind of like the Black Steven Spielberg, because he's out there, he's doing things, he's creating so many opportunities for people of color.
Okay. Our next picture is you with the cast and crew. You're standing in front of them. delightful, I don't know what cast it is, but it's a delightful group because you've been in so many of them. Okay. The next one is you aboard. The next picture is a picture that we show of Charles Douglas from Anthony Kinniebrew. Runtime or show, everything laid out so everybody sees up on the wall, everybody sees it, and they get the chance to know what that is. Okay.
I tend to do that. I actually write the times. I record the start time, finish time, intermission. I give that to all my producers and directors. Normally on Post-its,
Gotcha.
but I give it to them.
The next one is you sitting at your desk on the set. You have a chair and a desk with all your layout there. That's a picture we have of you doing that. And then we have another.
I think that's a talk show.
Talk show, okay. All right. The next one is just another view, same place, but it's a spiritual connection.
That's a spiritual talk show I just did with Jeanette. And we're hoping it's going to get picked up. We did 6 episodes, so I'm waiting.
Okay. Do you ever want to do the Academy Awards? You're doing a lot of things.
Oh my God, the dreams, of course. I want to do the Academy Awards, the MTV Awards, the Golden Globe Awards. I can go on and on, the Soul Train Awards. It's a matter of who you know and connections. I would love to do them.
That's on your list, your short list, I see.
Oh, it's on my list. It's a matter of getting the people to let me in. You know, there are a lot of, I hate to say cliques, but there's cliques and groups of people, and they tend to hire the same people over and over and not give other people opportunities and chances. But even Steven Spielberg, when he started, he had an opportunity, a chance. You don't get anywhere in this world by yourself. And we know that Jehovah is working through you. He has to connect you to other people so they can move you forward.
Please tell us about your stage production on the Martin Lawrence sitcom TV show.
I basically was just a stage manager. I think I was the 3rd on there. I did a few episodes years ago. I loved it. Tisha Campbell, a good friend of mine, knew her a long time ago. Titina Arnold. Martin had worked on projects outside of the TV show. So it was wonderful. Tommy Ford, yes.
God bless him, yes.
Oh, God bless him, yeah.
May he rest in peace. And there's one more photo that we got. It's Soul Train Dancers.
Yes.
Were you a Soul Train dancer?
I was a Soul Train dancer back in the day with Jeffrey, Jody Wadley, Joseph Chisholm, all the big, Sharon Hill, all the big people back then. I was phenomenal. It was in the heyday. And I loved it. I would drive from Riverside to LA once a month and do my dancing, but I loved it. And it was great. It was fun. I love to dance. Dance is energizing me. I dance in church. You know how David danced out of his clothes? I'm almost there.
One quick question. When are you going to write a book?
You know what? I think about it. I would actually have to have somebody to kind of help me co-write it, to get the procedure, the protocol of it, set it up. I would love to do that. I think it would be very profound.
I can't wait. I can't wait. Let me get in line so I can get a copy of that book. So Anthony, much thanks for being here today. I know we all got a chance to see what it takes, the man behind the stage. Continued success, sir, in your craft.
Thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity, man. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen.
Take care.
Take care, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Anthony Kinniebrew. I like that last part, broke. You got my name there. I got a piece of my name there. I want to thank our sponsors, Harvey Randman's Photography as an Art, Ron Irwin's Lose Life, The Way to Lose Weight, Larry Buter's Book to the Future, Time Travel, Message in a Capsule, State Farm agent Carla Green, and veteran actor Rob Brownstein's Actor Training School and Actors Space. And much thanks to our guest today, actress producer Bernadette Armstrong, actor Leo Marks, and stage manager, second assistant director, Sir Anthony Kinniebrew. And of course, special thanks to our ever-growing audience. Be well. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. God bless you.